that when we are looking at measurements for Tamariki Māori and Akanga Māori, we're still looking at those measurements from the lens of a Eurocentric educational design. The number of Tamariki and Rangatahi Māori in Aotearoa New Zealand is going to increase, and the way that we're looking at our educational design needs to shift. If we are going to be doing that, what specific and targeted Māori design and also education funding that is not done through either a translation or from a Eurocentric lens in this particular budget?
Sorry, I'm not sure what you're asking. You started off by saying we're measuring the wrong things.
We talk about like structure. So in terms of measurements, I understand in terms of the system measurements that you're going for, but let's say structural literacy and numeracy requirements, etc. That is from the basis of a Eurocentric design. That is not designed with the Mātauranga Māori and Te Ao
Can we
Māori
just stop? Can I stop you there? Because I want to answer that particular bit. Every brain learns the same when it comes to reading. They are all exactly the same. Wow. Cognitive science, you can go on.
True. Yes,
my background
is in cognitive linguistics, I understand.
I'm not finished. Brains learn to read the same by decoding. And actually in Kura Kaupapa, they already use structured literacy because that's the way the language is built, but also because they recognise that probably before we did. But the way that the brain learns, the long-term and short-term memory and cognitive load is the same for every brain. Look, there are cultural aspects that teachers should bring in on the ground when they're delivering things because that's their professional judgment. But in terms of when a child learns to read, understanding the sounds, putting those in your long-term memory, putting them together to make words is the way that the vast majority of children will learn to read. And that's true for kids in Kura Kaupapa because they've been doing structured literacy forever, right? That's the cognitive science. The way that you engage the children in front of you, because they may be Chinese children or Māori children or Pacific children, whatever that is, right? That is the professional judgment of the teacher in front of the child to engage them into their learning, depending on the things that are important to those children. That is equally as important. But when it comes to the science, if you're talking about structured literacy is the best way to teach all children to read. And we know that for Tamariki Māori because we've seen the evidence.